This copyrighted telecast may not be reproduced, retransmitted, or used in any form without the authorized written consent of NASCAR Broadcasting. NASCAR would like to thank all of our loyal fans for your continued support, and we hope you enjoyed today's broadcast.
It's not a kiss of death for Parker right now, but it is for Matt Crafton. He didn't even get his water good and hot, and he was on pit road. Oh, got one double. Josh Richards into the outside wall.
The 51 of Josh Richards slams into the outside wall, brings out our first caution on lap number 4.
Looked like he was by himself. I didn't see any contact from any other trucks. Oh, he's down a little bit on the inside of David Starr, I believe. And he just hits those bumps, goes up the hill a little bit. Didn't want to get into David Starr. Cranked that thing to the left a little bit, Bill, and away it went. The second he turned left, the back end came around.
But the Owners Point Championship is still up for grabs. Kevin Harvick Incorporated wants it bad. The smoke continues to roll out of there, but that's the decision. Right front goes down, and Sieg into the wall.
That's one of those situations when you've got into the outside wall already. There's no sense just prolonging the agony. Just go ahead and come to pit road, just like Parker Kligerman did. Take the lap penalty. You take the lap, and you're going to lose. But instead, he stays on the racetrack. Into the wall he went. Let's watch him hit the wall the first time. Coming off turn 4, just gets high up into the marbles, the loose rubber, and into the outside wall. You see the smoke right there. That's when the spotter says, "Okay, Ryan, come on, take that thing to pit road. You've got a tire up."
In the books as we get to lap 50 of this 150 lap race.
So important for Austin Dillon, Michael. You mentioned before. There it goes.
Around goes Miguel Paludo, catches the 29 of Parker Kligerman, both of them into the wall.
Paludo got a little bit loose on the inside of another. Oh, Max Pappas.
Pappas trying to go between the 29 and the 7. Contact is made. We see Todd Bodine trying to avoid that 9 of Pappas.
Sorry guys, got loose up there.
Man, that's Paludo right there. Says, "Sorry guys, I got loose down there." Really took out that 29 truck of Parker Kligerman. Horrible break for Parker, and then Max came along with a racetrack blocked and made contact with Parker. Here it is right here, Miguel Paludo on the inside of Justin Lofton. Watch him start wobbling soon as he enters the corner, Phil, and he just tries to stay off Lofton, and unfortunately for Kligerman, he wasn't able to keep control. Half lead over second place. Here goes PK again to the inside.
Didn't work last time, doesn't work this time. Cole Witt still running in the middle of the track, able to pull out in front of these guys.
He got loose again. Michael had to back off, move up the racetrack. That opened the door for Austin to see if he can take this third. We got a trouble in turn 4 right in front of the leaders here.
And coming back down across the racetrack, making his way onto pit road. Looks like the 07 potentially.
John King in the 07.
Yeah. So John King makes his way onto pit road. The caution comes out once again.
A little bit of damage to the right front of that truck. Right up front to run with PK Jr. He's got a real fast truck too.
So PK Jr. had about a 2.2 second lead over Austin Dillon, who's taken over the second spot now. And around goes Ross Chastain in the 66. No caution as of yet. Still trying to get up to speed. He's right in front of the grandstands. Can he get him fired?
Out. He's up here.
No, the caution will come out as Nelson PK Jr. will go by almost at speed down at the bottom of the racetrack as the 66 is up high.
Ross tires flat on that truck. That's kind of strange looking. What? Yeah, is the left rear tire down on that truck? No, it's not down. Left front just blew out. Yeah, I think he had some damage to the right rear. Maybe got into the outside.
Teammate to Johnny Sauter.
Side by side for that 6th spot. Just outside the top 5. They got company down on the bottom. Timothy Peters is going to get by David Starr. I think he got by both of them. I think he got by both. And Austin Dillon, no trouble. Is that Brendan?
Brendan gone potentially. It looks like the 62. And sure enough, it is. The 62 have gone up against the wall. So a lot of smoke coming out of turn number 2. Caution comes out once again.
Got it turned around.
We just completed lap number 86. That means 64 to go. I don't think anyone would be in the pit window if they came to pit road now.
Light
Still
contact outside wall, Brian. Tires are done though. Need 4. Need 4. What happened? Some bitch is loose, man, on early tires. It's not my style of short run race car. It's too loose for me even.
You heard Brendan say it's too loose on a short run. There's another look coming off turn number 2. I think he makes slight contact. There's a slight contact with that left rear quarter panel into the outside wall.
Looks like maybe Brendan didn't know he was that close to the outside wall and had the gas down trying to...
In front of Ron Hornaday. I'm not sure he's going to get him this lap. If not this lap, though, he'll get him next lap.
There it is again. Austin Dillon faster than Hornaday that time by. Closing the gap with just 8 laps to go.
It's going to be tight, Phil. But you know, Hornaday's racing toward victory tonight with a fast truck. We saw him win at Atlanta on pit strategy. I know win number 50 with a fast truck would mean the world to Ron.
How about this traffic right here? Now look at Austin Dillon close up in traffic.
Hornaday trying to get by his teammate, Cale Gale. Austin Dillon closing the gap now. Almost to the back bumper and to the back bumper of Hornaday. Here's the battle for the lead.
Yeah, traffic was the key right there. Now they're going to move around Joey Coulter. Austin in the tire tracks of Ron Hornaday.
I like the way Hornaday entered turn 1. He knew Coulter would be an issue. Went in a little bit high. Austin looked under him, but Ron made the run around Coulter and held Austin off.
Hornaday, a gap once again, looking for his 50th win in the Camping World Truck Series. Austin Dillon.
Put a gap on Austin there through the traffic. That was a veteran move and a solid move by Ron Hornaday down in turn 1.
Gained about 0.3 of a second that time on Austin. Austin's going to try to fight back using a little bit higher line right now. They're pulling up on the back of Todd 09. Todd doesn't want to go a lap down. He's the last truck on the lead lap right now.
Ron's able to get to the bottom of Todd in 3 and 4, but he's not going to be able to clear him. Yes, Todd gives him a break.
Look at the momentum Austin's going to have when he gets there.
A little bobble by Hornaday at the bottom of the racetrack allows Dillon to close the gap once again. That time by 0.2 of a second separate 1 and 2.
I believe Todd Bodine gave Ron a break there. Ron was stuck to the inside. Maybe Todd rolls out of the gas a little bit. It did break Ron's momentum, but it could have been a lot worse.
This is what Austin Dillon needs. He needs a longer run. That's where he's been fastest. When he gets into his rhythm, he's able to go faster than anybody on the racetrack.
We've got less than 5 laps to go here. Coming down to 4 laps to go. He's not going to get a longer run.
4 laps remaining when they cross the stripe. The difference between 1 and 2. 0.3 of a second. So Hornaday a little quicker that lap, able to put some distance between he and Austin Dillon.
But look at Austin down on the bottom of the track in 1 and 2. Gained some ground on Hornaday.
Austin pulls in with a couple truck links right now.
Oh, this is good stuff here. A couple of guys flat out right now, Phil, racing for the win. You got the young man, Austin Dillon, chasing the veteran, Ron Hornaday, looking for win number 50. Austin Dillon's looking for his first championship this year.
First championship and 4th Truck Series win. His last win came earlier this year at Chicagoland, and it was a monumental win. He was able to beat Kyle Busch and Kevin Harvick. Now, if he can beat the most wins ever in the Truck Series.
Did you like those differing lines you saw there, Phil? Ron ran in just a little bit high and slower and then exited hard. Austin did the opposite. He went in strong, but he lost the nose leaving the corner.
I think right now I'd like to have the momentum leaving the corner right now. Ron Hornaday able to hold him off now. Just 2 to go.
2 laps remaining. Hornaday 3 miles away from win number 50. Austin Dillon still 0.4 of a second back from Hornaday.
Doesn't look like lap traffic is going to play a factor in this race. It's just a couple of cats giving it all they got.
Just heard Andy Houston say, beat him on exit. Beat him on exit.
Andy saw the same thing we saw. He saw Ron pull out at the exit of the corner.
White flag goes in the air. 1 lap remaining in Kentucky.
Been a lot of different drivers winning that 2 truck this year. Will Ron Hornaday's name be added to that list?
What about Ron stepping up and saying, I can drive this 2 truck to victory lane as well? He's got about 10 truck links on Austin Dillon as they head into 3.
Hornaday, 2 wins already this season. Texas and Atlanta, both 1.5 mile tracks. Will he add Kentucky to it? This will be his 3rd win in Kentucky if he holds on. Coming out of Ford, Ron Hornaday wins career race number 50.
Thank you. God darn, guys. You guys are awesome. Good pit call.
How about that? Do you think after 49 previous ones, he's still pretty happy, isn't he?
I bet you none of them feels any better than this one, don't you think, Phil?
Absolutely.
His first win, April 8th, 1995 at Tucson Park. That's how far he has come in this series. From the very inception of the series in 1995 to now his 50th win, a monumental win.
wants to know if he can burn it
Come back.
down.
Can I burn this thing down?
You don't hear that from Ron Hornaday very often, but then again, no one's ever won 50
Hey,
races in this series.
And remember, this team is disbanding. Ron
Yeah,
Hornaday
true.
right now does not have a ride for next year.
And this proves a whole lot to a lot of people, I think. People were whispering, you know, does Ron still have it? He just drove flat out to the victory, no strategy involved, just drove the wheels off that truck and beat the fastest guy in the garage, Austin Dillon. I love Ron's accomplishment tonight.
No fuel strategy,
No.
no slowest truck on the racetrack at the end, the fastest truck on the racetrack at the end.
You look at the numbers. When Hornaday won that first race back in 1995, the guy who finished second in this race was 5. Austin Dillon, 5 years old back in 1995, and Hornaday has racked up 50 wins in the Camping World Truck Series.
You know, he's struggled in.
This copyrighted telecast may not be reproduced, retransmitted, or used in any form without the authorized written consent of NASCAR Broadcasting. NASCAR would like to thank all of our loyal fans for your continued support, and we hope you enjoyed today's broadcast.